Alright, and we are back at Make Model once again. This is Make Model 11. This is the second to last episode of this special series. And we are starting things off with the Onyx League Round 6, continuing Elijah Lee versus Aaron Payne. The Onyx League started off with a win from Bray Windham on high gear just a few nights ago. Now we're going to see if Aaron can continue pushing forward. Remember, every time Aaron wins a match, it means that Johnny King has to win another. If Johnny wants to make it to the finals, as it currently stands, he has to stay neck and neck with Aaron, as he's already got the tiebreaker win over Aaron. That means that tonight Johnny might have a tall task ahead of him, as in the main event of this show he will be facing Meiji Kaito. And of course this Thursday we will be starting round 7 of the Onyx League. We have a few matches scheduled out for Ignition 50. It'll be Johnny King versus Jay Wukong, Avery Edwards versus Ryan Richardson, and Meiji Kaito versus Aaron Payne. All three of those have the potential to be incredibly decisive matches. But right now, we have Elijah Lee looking to spoil things for Aaron. If Elijah can sneak out a win here, not only would it be his first vengeance match, I should say, for the loss he suffered against Aaron when Aaron held the Ignition Championship, it would also garner him an additional couple of points and would actually cause Aaron to be at risk of losing out entirely to Johnny King. I mean, just like Johnny, Aaron has a tall task ahead of him in defeating Meiji Kaito. If Johnny King is able to do so, I believe Aaron might have almost no opportunity unless he can do the same to qualify for the finals. You can see that Aaron, focused as ever, does not seem perturbed, disturbed, or concerned right now. He is focused and honed in on what he wants to accomplish, which is to get to the semifinals of this Grand Prix, win through, and get that shot at the SOW World Heavyweight Championship. A running shooting star press, but immediately Elijah Lee kicks out. And Aaron now starting up with another high-impact series of strikes and moves. As Elijah fires back with some uppercuts, Aaron returns the favor with kicks, ending with a spinning soul butt there. Elijah was clearly not ready for it. Aaron continuing with the running shooting star presses. It seems like he's starting to take a good bit of damage himself. Now Elijah's setting Aaron up top, catches him. Aaron with the counter, catches the arms, Pepsi plunge. Both men are now down. Elijah's up first. Looking to snap the arm of Aaron Payne. Inflicts a vicious amount of damage there. Elijah off the ropes, rolling lariat. We've seen Elijah actually utilize that rolling lariat to end matches before, but he clearly understands that at this early stage, he's not going to be able to beat Aaron just yet. He's going to need to put in more damage. That's exactly what he plans to do as he goes up top and hits Aaron with an Olympic slam off the top rope. Goes for the cover, nearly gets the 3. But Aaron is back to his feet and circling the Terminator. Trips the legs and catapults him across the ring. Low kick spinning to the face. Now off the ropes with the endgame lariat. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. But no, Elijah gets the shoulder up. Aaron with a drop kick to the chest puts Elijah back on the mat. Now he's tying up the legs in the sharpshooter. Elijah's still surviving. He's not out yet. He lines Aaron up, gets him with that back soul butt. T800. Jackhammer pin, but Aaron able to reach the ropes with his free arm. And now he comes off the ropes. He's looking to fly. That tornado always landing right on his feet. Elijah's taking a breather on the outside, taking his time before getting back in the ring and facing off with Aaron Payne once again. He sends Aaron to the corner, and he's put him up top. Oh no, we know what this is. It's a Skynet ball through the ropes, and now he's lining him up. T800. This could be it. Goes for the cover, but Aaron, once again, Elijah's too close to the ropes. And now he's stretching the leg out, the Cyberdyne TX hold. You can see the frustration budding in Aaron, but he's not through. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. That's got to be the end. And it is. Elijah could have had it if he had pulled Aaron away from the ropes, but he couldn't quite get there. And Aaron continues to push forward in the Grand Prix. And we are continuing the Grand Prix Round 6 off this time with the Emerald League. The third of the Emerald League matches. This is Avery Edwards taking on the enigmatic Beelzebub. A figure we do not really understand here. Beelzebub takes off the mask, or the hood, leaves the mask on. We still haven't seen under it yet. Flips behind Avery, goes for a German, but gets caught with a stiff forearm to the jaw. Oh my god, backbreaker there. Immediately goes for the cover. Avery trying to use his power to deal with a smaller competitor in an efficient way. But Beelzebub is slippery. Huge elbow to the chin there. Stuns Beelzebub. Beelzebub able to slip out of the wrist lock that followed it up. It's a snapmare, picks him up, and steps up with the Enziguri. The favor is returned by the European Dragon. Off the ropes, head scissors. It is very hard to keep track of what Beelzebub is going to do because we're not really, even though we've seen him in 5 matches now, we're not really used to what he does. We know a few things that he goes for, some of his tendencies, but there's still so much that he does that I've never really seen. And it feels like there's still more under the cuff that we have yet to see. There's no telling what will come out in this match, but you know one place you don't want to be with Beelzebub is down near the corner because he can hop to the top of that rope like nobody's business, and he will fly off of it without concern. Huge European uppercut from Avery Edwards there. And And Beelzebub responding back with just a couple of takedowns. Now sends Avery into the corner. A series of kicks. Just continuing to kick at the chest of Avery Edwards. Avery back up, bringing Beelzebub to the center of the ring, away from the corner, away from that safe zone, that comfort zone. Goes for the short arm layered into the cover, but can only get a one. And now a neck breaker from Beelzebub, who comes off the ropes with a soccer kick to the side of the head. Oh, Avery was looking for an angle, but Beelzebub caught him first, sent him to the ropes, drop kick to the chest. Now he's picking him back up. A series of kicks. Avery's trying to slip through again, worming his way around. Beelzebub knocks his arms out. Dragon screw, and there is a rolling leg drop from the top rope. Ooh, yanks his arm away. Doesn't allow Avery to get whatever it was he was planning there. And then he sends him to the ropes. Another head scissors takedown. Dragging him more towards the center. Coming off the ropes. Kick to the side of the head again. Jesus. And now raking the face with the elbow. Digging it in there. Just an obscene tactic from Beelzebub. Avery, though, not one who is unfamiliar to dirty tricks in wrestling. He also knows you do what you gotta do. Beelzebub off the ropes, ducks under, super kick, sends Avery into the corner. Oh, but Avery catches him with a European uppercut and a couple more to boot. Ooh, the Draco Hammer. But Beelzebub survives and kicks out, and oh my God, that vicious brain buster. We've seen him employ that to great effect in this run in the Grand Prix. Opponents never seem to know what to do about it. Now he's coming up on top rope. Diving from the top of the head scissors. Comes off the ropes. Drop kick to the chin. Avery locking in the elbow lock there. Now Avery's looking to take control. Short arm lariat. Picks Beelzebub up. Up and down with a sit-out powerbomb. And Beelzebub's back up. It's clear you're going to have to do more than that to keep him down. Ooh, he tries a kick. Avery ducks it. Responds with a massive uppercut, but now both men up at relatively the same time off the ropes. Spins through Cristo! Really tied Avery up there. This kicking combination, he sets himself up from the corner. Huge drop kick, sends Avery to the other corner, but Avery able to get back up before Beelzebub can ascend the ropes. German suplex, another German, but this time Beelzebub rolls through, front drop kick. Picks Avery up, now it's Avery catching Beelzebub, but Beelzebub rolls through again into a rolling cover. He's starting to scout Avery's moveset. Avery catches the leg, gets caught with an enziguri anyways. Beelzebub sends him to the rope, slides through, comes off himself, spins around, head scissors takedown. He goes up top. The 630 senton, back up top. Shooting star press, but Avery saw it coming. And Beelzebub with a quick counter takes Avery down to the mat, double knees to the stomach, spins through with the screw kick to the jaw. And now he's lifting him up for that spin out DDT into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, a massive performance there from Beelzebub, putting him to 3-3 now. A fairly respectable score at this point in the tournament. Alright, we are continuing with the Onyx League again here on the Grand Prix on Make Model. We're going to be alternating back and forth between leagues tonight as ZC Woods is taking on Jay Wukong. Now ZC Woods has not managed to win a match yet. He is 0-5 here in the Grand Prix, which is very different from how, I mean, both he and I think all of the viewers at home would have expected. I think he was one of the favorites to finalize in the Onyx League alongside Meiji Kaito. And now, I mean, he's not even in contention. This is a match about pride for both of these competitors. Jay Wukong had a strong start early goings with a 2-0 beginning, but since then he hasn't won a single one of his matches, currently on a 2-3 record. Jay wants to turn that around and make it a 3-3, which would be a very respectable score to head into the 7th round with, even if it's not a finalizing score. But ZC Woods absolutely does not want to go into round 7 0-6. So you know these two are going to be fighting as hard as they can to ensure that they end this with a win. As for which of these two is favored in this matchup, I mean, it's hard to tell. Both of them are exceptionally talented. Jay Wukong definitely has the power advantage, but Woods has the experience on his side. He spent a lot longer in the upper echelon of SOW and has competed with some of the best we have to offer and kept up with them a decent amount. Byron has claimed, the Paradise as a whole, I should say, have claimed that ZC Woods' performance in this tournament is actually a result of his loss against Byron. Saying that the embers of what was done to him in that match are still there. The fire that was lit around him is still burning him, even this late. Woods, of course, is going to be looking to prove that incorrect. And showcase that he is more than capable of hanging with the best, even after that loss. Woods is showing off some power of his own. I mean, obviously Jay Wukong is clearly winning the power game, but Woods, no slouch. Able to body slam Jay Wukong around as much as he needs to, it seems. Sends Wukong into the corner and brings him off of it. Sets him up in the center. But instead he's just going to taunt and stomp at him. Oh my god! A short arm power slam from ZC Woods into the elbow drop. But Jay Wukong stuns ZC Woods and pounces him. However, Woods right back up. Oh my God, he was looking for the end of troubles. I don't even know how he got Jay Wukong on his shoulders.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Now we've got a series of uppercuts, but oh, Jay Wukong starting to lose his breath here in this match. That is not a place you want to be against ZC Woods, who will absolutely take every advantage he can. He sees you are running low on fumes, and he will start plowing in wherever he has the opportunity. Right there, you see it again. Jay Wukong was trying to fight him off and got caught with a super kick to the chin for his troubles. Now he doesn't have the strength he needs to lift Woods. Comes off the ropes and another super kick, and he's going to continue focusing in on ensuring that Wukong cannot catch his breath. It's a good tactic. But it's not necessarily a reputable one. Very focused in on choking out Jay Wukong. Jay Wukong tries to go for the K-bomb but can't hit it. However, he does manage to fight ZC Woods off here. Continuing to do so every opportunity. It's a big deal. Stepping body slam, Woods still on the back foot despite Jay Wukong's tiredness. And Woods is now abdominal stretch. Super kick again. Woods will not give Wukong the time he needs to recover. Even as Wukong continues to strike and fight back, Woods with an electric chair drop into a sharpshooter. Wukong slips behind, Woods catches him, drops him down, and now that might be the time he needed. No, Woods back up, but Wukong did recover a little. Hits him with a walkout vertical. And Woods again back up. Slams Wukong down with a half Nelson slam. Oh, Wukong falling back onto Woods. He's got him up, but again, Woods fights him off. Going back and forth in this exchange. Wukong's trying to chop Woods to size. Series of strong chops in the chest here. Sends Wukong to the mat, or Woods to the mat. And a nice diving crossbody, running crossbody. That might be the opportunity, finally, that Wukong needed. He is able to recover. Woods, though, catches him with a DDT. And once again, aiming at the neck and throat, choking Wukong out. Wukong off the ropes, but Woods with a shoulder tackle blocks. Huge back fist. They Wukong going for the cover. But Woods with the kick out. Series of punches off the ropes. Superman punch. Woods and Wukong, they're running out of time. Swing through, power slam. Comes off the top. Diving splash. 1, 2, 3. Woods clinches it right in the last minute. Now he's gonna brutalize poor Wukong. And we are continuing tonight with what might be one of the most important matches of the night. This will decide a lot for the Emerald League, as Ryan Richardson has already qualified at the top, and the only person who can join him will be the winner of this match, presuming there is one. Of course, if these two come to a draw, then they'll both have to win their next matches and hope that the other one loses in order to qualify. Otherwise, we'll have to decide based entirely on seeding and overall ranking. And they're starting out quick. Kurata looking to try and get either that final powerbomb or that setting the sun Phoenix suplex. But Caster blocks the attempt at both by deadweighting Kurata, and now a test of strength, which Caster comes out on top of. Kurata goes behind and kicks out the legs from under Caster, goes for a cover, but Caster is quick to kick out. And now he brings Kurata into a triangle choke. He's looking to stay strong and dominate in this one. Caster catches him in a headlock. Kurata tosses him off. And a huge high kick from the Blazing Lion. Caster back and forth counters. I was going to say that Caster was quick to slip behind. Then Kurata slipped behind. Caster did the same back and took an elbow to the chin. Going back blow for blow, counter for counter, as the two of them look to gain a foothold on the momentum of this match. Kurata tries to pick Caster up again, but Caster just tosses him overhead. Now you know that the Emperor believes that he should be challenging for the world title. He chose to forego any rematches for his national championship in order to push for the world title, to push into the world title division. And right now, I mean, as things stand, he's looking like he's going to be up there, easily challenging. And if he can win this match, he will have a very strong shot at getting a world title match at Burnout. Standing in his way is a man who has been forced out of the tag scene as his partner is injured until further notice. Kurata Hideaki has been showing out in this tournament, dominating the Emerald League in a way that nobody could have suspected. Many people thought it would be Damian Oxley up here in Kurata's stead, facing off against Caster for that final spot. Some others thought it might be Avery Edwards or Steve Levy, or even a few names in the hat for Beelzebub. Not many had it pinned for Kurata to have elevated from tag scene into the single scene quite this degree. course, the few votes for Beelzebub were largely people just voting on the mystery box of sorts. Kurata now deadlifting or deadweighting Caster, preventing him from lifting him up for a power bomb. And Caster now, series of chops, sends Kurata down. Big knee drop, Kurata pops up, not letting Caster get into a cover. And once again, Caster tosses Kurata overhead. He has not been weakened enough for Kurata to be lifting him up. Oh, but wait, with a scoop lift into a suplex, Kurata wants me to bite those words. Sunset kick. Oh, but Caster so quick with the takedown into an arm bar. And a big knee to the chest, chop to the chest to follow it. Kurata responds with a few knees to the stomach. And then a fulcrum knee breaker. And now he's got a camel clutch applied, but the ropes are right there. That was not going to last long. Kurata had Caster in the corner, tried to get him with a drop kick or some other maneuver in the corner. Caster reversed it out and tossed Kurata with a German right into the turnbuckle. Back soul butt from the Blazing Lion, but Caster with a counter. Kurata sends him to the ropes, whips him up and drops him onto the knee. Into another cover after a series of knee strikes, but Caster was so quick to kick out. Now Kurata with the Northern Lights, but Caster was right at the ropes. Trips Kurata up, picks him up and drops him down with a Carolyn lift suplex. Then a German, and the third German suplex. Kurata unable to reach the ropes from that position. Maybe he was out for a moment, but he came back to just in time to kick out. Now he goes up top, moonsault into the cover, 1, 2, but Caster kicks out. Kurata's back up top, muscle press to the back. And Caster with a vertical sends Kurata to the outside. Caster taking his breather on the inside of the ring. And Kurata slips back in. Sends Caster into the ropes. But Caster blocks. Sends him to the ropes again. Passes him by. Slips through. Off the ropes, but Caster charges forward with a shoulder block. And now Kurata wraps the legs. Dude buster. Caster picks him up, and a pile driver. He's not done. Picks him up again. Kurata fights back. This time, a reverse water wheel driver. Or wheelbarrow driver, sorry. Wraps up the leg. And an exploder. Now Kurata going back up top, but comes back down. Caster was too quick to get to his feet. Now he catches Kurata, kicks at the leg, pulls him away from the ropes, chop down to the chin, forearm to the chest, but Kurata backs off before any more damage can be inflicted. Catching him in a sleeper hold. He's got an ankle lock locked in. my God, Blazing Destiny. 1, 2, 3. Kurata is going into the semifinals alongside Brian Richardson. I don't think anybody made that prediction. And we have one more match here tonight as Meiji Kaito is taking on Johnny King. If Johnny can win this, there's a very good chance that he will guarantee himself a spot. In fact, I think he will guarantee himself a spot in the finals, because even if Aaron wins his match in the 7th round and outclasses Johnny in points, as long as Johnny is the tiebreaker over Meiji, which he would have in that scenario, he would be guaranteed a spot in the semifinals of the Grand Prix. Of course, if Meiji can win this match, it'll be him who is guaranteed a spot in the semifinals. This is a very important match that can mean a lot for the Grand Prix as well, just like the previous one. Though this one doesn't decide both of the final spots, just one. Meiji with a reverse Frankensteiner there in the early goings. These two have actually wrestled each other plenty of times before back in JEPW, including in singles capacity, so there is not a lack of experience here between the two of them as to how they wrestle. In fact, you can even see some hints of Meiji Kaito's style incorporated into Johnny's from their old series of matches back when Johnny was still a young lion in JEPW. Johnny with a butterfly suplex to Meiji. Meiji wraps around the arm, wrist lock. Johnny goes behind him for those German suplexes. Meiji quick with the counter. Now, for Johnny King, he really wants to qualify in this tournament for the semifinals. Not just because it means a shot at the SOW Championship, a title that has been represented by JEPW for quite some time now, something that I'm sure Johnny would love to bring back to JEPW and have JEPW once again holding the SOW World Heavyweight Championship. But also because this is actually Johnny King's first proper round-robin tournament. He hasn't competed in the JEPW Super Elite Tournament yet. I believe it is called, if I remember correctly, the full name now is the Greatest of the Super Elites, a GSE tournament. Jesus. The reverberation on those blows goes for a German, but Meiji counters with a dragon suplex. The GSE tournament in JEPW, by the way, for those who are unaware, also similar to our Grand Prix, results in a shot at the WWSL World Heavyweight Championship, JEPW's top title. However, unlike our Grand Prix, that tournament is held between 20 total competitors, 10 in each block. We wanted to do the same here, but it was just too much time. We didn't have enough time to get it done before Rev Your Engines. We're considering in the future starting this a little earlier. But as things currently stand, We are having a pretty solid tournament. Honestly, we might just keep it at 16 with how well this Grand Prix has worked out. While we get a lot more matches out of having 4 more competitors in the overall show. Oh my god! Oh my god! An Inferno German from Johnny King into an ankle lock on the outside, grapebining it. Is he trying to make Meiji unable to get back into the ring? But it didn't seem to work as Meiji managed to force his way off. And since now Johnny to the outside, quick to follow him, the count has been reset. Oh my, Johnny trying to hit a butterfly suplex or maybe even the wicked ways. But Meiji quick to reverse it, and now it's Meiji trying to wear Johnny out on the outside. Johnny with a short punch combination slips back into the ring, and Meiji follows shortly thereafter. But Johnny does not want him in the ring. In fact, he wants to continue the brawl on the outside. He only came back in to reset the count. Oh my god! Short arm shining star from Meiji Kaito. And yeah, Johnny took that as his hint that maybe the fight on the outside not going so well for him. Gets back in the ring. Now he's looking to set Meiji up in the corner. But Meiji with the reversal. Johnny fights back. European uppercut. And he is taunting. Catapults Meiji back out of the ring. And once again taunting the Golden Star. Goes behind. Lifts. Lands the German. Here we go. The sequence is beginning. And an overhead to close it out. Pulls him away from the ropes. Lifts him up. Goes behind, another German suplex. And again, this is the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. Johnny King is laying it in, but Meiji is the one who gets up first. Johnny must have tired himself out a little bit there. As now Meiji's landing a series of low drop kicks into a dragon screw. Now he's working the bounty hunter's legs bit by bit into an STF. But Johnny won't tap, he forces his way free. Meiji picks him up, he sends him to the corner. He's gonna set him up top. What's he thinking from here? Doesn't matter. Johnny King with the counter. Comes off the top with a sledgehammer. And you know what he's thinking. He's gonna charge through. German suplex. But Meiji's back up. Northern Lights. Johnny kicks out at 2. Sends Meiji to the ropes, whips him up, elbow to the chin. Now Johnny's working the legs, got the ankle lock in. Soul butt from Meiji. Johnny pops back up, Meiji sends him to the ropes, goes behind, German suplex. He's dragging him away. And now he's pulling at the legs, stretching out. That reverse Achilles hold. Wait a minute. Oh, Johnny was looking for the wicked ways, but Meiji saw it coming, reverses it. Flashing elbow, a second one. Johnny kicks out a little quicker the second time, so Meiji quick to reverse his plans. Now aiming back at the legs, stomping away at them. Inflicts a significant amount of damage to those legs, and Johnny King is not appreciative as he punches Meiji deep in the gut. But Meiji with the short arm shining star again! Now he's got him from the back. Shining Star in the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. Johnny came close, but Meiji wouldn't let him clinch it. Meiji Kaito has guaranteed himself a spot in the semifinals. And we only have one round left.